Good Friday morning, everybody. I am meteorologist Johnny Lively here to do our forecast, which is sponsored by HB Neal Construction. Over here on Radar, sponsored by Do Good Credit Union. It is awfully quiet across the region of Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. We do see some showers just offshore, but none of this is an issue as of right now. It's been awfully quiet across the state of Texas and really Louisiana. Again, just offshore of New Orleans, you can see lots of showers and thunderstorms. That is because we're seeing that deep tropical moisture push into the eastern Gulf, and we expect that moisture to start pushing here in our area as we get into early next week. But we'll talk a little bit more on that a little bit later into the show. Current temperatures across the board: 78 already in Beaumont. That's pretty warm. 79 in Houston, 77 in Lake Charles. And if you go down to the coast, we're at 82 to 80 degrees across the region there. Here's our next weather maker that we're seeing. That high pressure ridge is currently over New Mexico, and we still have that flow coming from the north. And as we slide into Monday, notice what we're able to see here is that high pressure ridge continues to push westward, getting in Las Vegas. It's going to be very hot over there, especially this time of year it usually is. But with that high pressure ridge overhead, it's going to get even hotter. But this opens the door for an upper level low to push into South Texas as we get into early next week. So we expect that our rain coverage will start jumping up as we get into early next week, likely 40 to if not 50% coverage as we get into next week. And this is thanks to our sponsor of Neutron Electrical Services. And as we slide over, here is that deep tropical moisture or high levels of moisture. It's over there in the eastern Gulf. Very active showers and thunderstorms in Florida today and really throughout the weekend. But again, as you watch that high pressure ridge move westward, this allows that moisture to slowly start pushing into our area early next week and really gets in our area as we get into middle to end of next week. So rain chances staying alive not only the next couple of days, but even next week as well too. Now, if we look at our future cast today, which is sponsored by Do Good Credit Union, again, we've got those showers offshore, but it's not until we get into the late afternoon hours that we start seeing at least 20 to possibly 30% coverage of isolated to possibly scattered showers and storms into our area. Starts along that I-10 corridor, and then we see it kind of get a little bit active a little bit further north as well too. But later on this evening, we lose that daytime heating, we lose the storms. But as we get into Saturday, around the lunchtime hours, here we are active again. Houston, Beaumont, getting a little bit further to the north. Even parts of Cameron Parish can see some of these isolated to scattered showers and storms on Saturday. And then we stay active kind of off and on throughout the day. It's not everybody. Again, at least 30% coverage is what we're expecting. But once we get into the evening time, it dies down. Here we are Sunday morning. We start seeing a couple showers. And as we get into the 1-2 p.m. time frame, heat of the day and the moisture, we do it all again on Sunday. So it seems really the common trend the next couple of days is 20 to 30% coverage today on Friday, Saturday, and again on Sunday. And as we get into next week, probably gets a little bit higher. Here's our temperatures across Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana, low to mid 90s. You slide over to Houston, Spring, Conroe, and Huntsville, you can get into the mid to upper 90s. And that means the heat index will be even hotter in those areas. 105, 110 heat index can be possible. Houston to Huntsville, and here in Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana, our heat index should be around 105. Overnight lows towards the lakes will be around 74, 72 degrees. Houston overnight tonight will be at 80. Lake Charles 76, Lafayette 74, and down towards the coast you will be into the upper 70s to low 80s. Watching the tropics, it looks active. You look at the outlook, you've got two areas here. Tropical wave, or first disturbance that we're looking is number one. It has a 10% chance of developing. We keep seeing those chances really go down every single day. The area that we are watching is this second wave right here, and this wave has a medium chance of developing in the next 5 to 7 days, but this looks to curve away from the United States and not going to be any issue at all for the Gulf. The Gulf looks pretty quiet, and the Caribbean as well too, the next 5 to 7 days, and we'll continue to keep watching the tropics, especially as we start getting into peak hurricane season, which is usually mid to late August. Lots of dry air still across the tropical Atlantic, but if you look over there towards Africa, you can see the greens. Those are tropical waves with deep tropical moisture, convection. It's bubbling over there, and we're going to keep watching them the next couple of weeks as they move westward. But we're really going to slide our attention just south of Miami. That is this upper level low that's going to push into the eastern Gulf. Eventually, That will start bringing rain coverage to our area early to mid next week. But this is making it pretty active over there in Florida the next couple of days and then through the weekend. That is a lot of deep tropical moisture, shower, and thunderstorm opportunity for that region. Thanks to Dana Simmons Real Estate Group, we can take a look at the water temperatures. It is pretty warm across the Caribbean and the Gulf. This is favorable conditions for tropics, but water temperatures are just one ingredient. You still have to see, is there any dry air? Is the wind shear? What is all of that like if there is a tropical system in the Gulf or in the Caribbean? So sure, the water temperature is warm. They're definitely favorable, but it's definitely just one ingredient. Thanks to Dana Simmons Real Estate Team for that graphic there. Here's our 7-day forecast for Southeast Texas. Rain coverage is never zero the next couple of days. It is in the forecast throughout the weekend, and as we get into early next week and possibly into Thursday, we see those rain coverage jump up to at least 40, if not 50% coverage because all that moisture pushing into our area thanks to that upper level low. Southwest Louisiana, same thing. It's going to be pretty active not only through the weekend and into next week, but the thing that we're seeing in both parts of the area, Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana, thanks to the clouds and thanks to these isolated to possibly scattered showers and storms, it keeps our temperatures into the low 90s, which is fairly nice for August. So everybody have a wonderful Friday. Thanks for tuning in. I will have another morning show on Saturday morning. We will have more updates throughout the day on Facebook. Don't forget to check out our 24/7 YouTube channel that we have, Gulf Coast Weather Solutions on YouTube. Everybody have a wonderful Friday. Stay cool and have a good one.